In the opening months of 2026, humanity stands at the threshold of something historic. For the first time in over 50 years, astronauts are preparing to leave low Earth orbit, travel all the way to the moon, and come home again. This mission is Artemis II, NASA's first crewed lunar flight since the Apollo era, and a critical step toward a much bigger future in space. In this video, we'll walk through everything you need to know about Artemis II. We'll explore the massive rocket that will send it skyward, the spacecraft the crew will call home, the astronauts who will make the journey, and the precise route they'll fly around the moon. We'll cover how long the mission will last, what systems and experiments will be tested in deep space, why this mission is so important for future lunar landings, and where things stand as launch day approaches. Because Artemis II isn't just another space flight, it's the transition from testing machines to sending people, the mission that connects preparation with execution. What happens here will influence not only the next lunar landing, but the entire direction of human exploration beyond Earth. Welcome to the Architect Harry. The Artemis program is NASA's ambitious plan to return humans to the moon and stay there, not just for flags and footprints, but to build a sustainable presence and learn how to operate on another world. It's a multi-mission effort designed to push human exploration farther than ever before. Artemis II is the second major flight in this program, and the first one with astronauts aboard. The program began with Artemis I, an uncrewed test mission that sent the Space Launch System rocket and the Orion spacecraft around the moon and safely back to Earth. That mission proved the hardware could survive the journey. Artemis II takes the next and much riskier step, putting people inside the spacecraft and sending them into deep space. At its heart, Artemis II is a full systems checkout with a human crew on board. The mission will not land on the moon. Instead, Orion will fly a roughly 10-day loop around the moon and return home. During that journey, nearly every major system will be tested in real deep space conditions: life support, propulsion, navigation, communications, and crew controls. But this mission isn't only about machines. It's also about understanding how humans perform beyond Earth's protective bubble. The crew's exposure to microgravity, deep space radiation, isolation, and the mental demands of the mission will all be carefully monitored. These data points are essential for making future lunar and Mars missions safer. Artemis II will carry 4 astronauts: Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen. Wiseman serves as commander, bringing years of operational experience. Glover and Koch are both veterans of long-duration missions aboard the International Space Station, with Koch becoming one of the first women to travel beyond low Earth orbit. Hansen's flight marks a milestone for Canada, as he becomes the first Canadian astronaut to journey into lunar space. The crew has even named their spacecraft. Orion will fly under the call sign Integrity, a nod to the values guiding the mission. To get there, Artemis II will launch aboard NASA's Space Launch System, or SLX, the most powerful rocket ever built by the agency. Standing over 320 feet tall, SLS is designed specifically to push heavy payloads and crews far beyond Earth's gravity well. At the top of the rocket sits the Orion spacecraft, built by Lockheed Martin. Orion is a next-generation deep space capsule engineered to protect astronauts during launch, deep space flight, and the intense re-entry back through Earth's atmosphere. It features advanced life support, solar power systems, radiation protection, and one of the most robust heat shields ever flown. Orion is made up of 2 main sections: the crew module, where the astronauts live and work, and the European-built service module, which provides propulsion, power, and thermal control. A launch abort system sits on top, ready to pull the crew to safety if something goes wrong during ascent. Together, this stack represents NASA's future for human deep space travel. Once launched from Kennedy Space Center's Pad 39B, SLS will place Orion into Earth orbit before performing a crucial burn known as translunar injection. That maneuver sends the spacecraft on a trajectory toward the moon, roughly 240,000 miles away. Orion will swing behind the far side of the moon, using lunar gravity to bend its path back toward Earth. Throughout the mission, the crew and ground teams will test navigation, communications, life support, and radiation monitoring systems. Astronauts will also manually fly portions of the mission to evaluate how Orion handles in deep space, something that simply can't be replicated on Earth. After about 10 days, Orion will return home at incredible speed, slamming into Earth's atmosphere with temperatures hot enough to melt steel. Its heat shield will absorb the punishment before the capsule deploys parachutes and splashes down in the Pacific Ocean, where recovery teams will bring the crew safely home. Although Artemis II is primarily a test flight, it will also carry instruments and experiments designed to study the deep space environment and the effects of spaceflight on the human body. The data collected will directly inform Artemis III and later missions, helping engineers refine spacecraft designs and mission procedures. As of January 2026, NASA has cleared several major hurdles. The fully stacked SLS rocket and Orion spacecraft had been rolled out to Launch Pad 39B, signaling that the mission is entering its final preparation phase. The current launch target is early February 2026, with the first window opening around February 6th or 7th. Before launch, NASA will conduct a wet dress rehearsal, a full countdown and fuel loading tests to verify that all systems are ready. Weather, technical reviews, and final safety checks will ultimately determine the exact launch date. NASA officials have stressed that safety, not speed, remains the top priority. Artemis II hasn't come without challenges. Post-flight analysis from Artemis I revealed issues with Orion's heat shield and life support performance. Engineers responded with design changes and updated thermal protection strategies, all of which have since undergone extensive testing. Meanwhile, the crew has spent months training for everything from routine operations to emergency scenarios, rehearsing countless hours in simulators. Artemis II is a mission focused on preparation, but its success is absolutely critical. Without it, Artemis III, the mission that aims to land astronauts on the moon, cannot happen. And beyond that, Artemis is about much more than the moon. NASA and its international partners envision a long-term human presence, scientific research stations, commercial activity, and a proving ground for future missions to Mars. So Artemis II isn't just a trip around the moon. It's the opening lap of a long journey, one that could eventually take humanity to another planet. When Orion splashes down in early 2026, it won't just be bringing 4 astronauts home, it will be bringing back proof that we're ready for what comes next. What part of Artemis II excites you most? The spacecraft, the crew, or what it means for the future? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, a like really helps the channel grow. And if you want to follow the Artemis missions from launch to splashdown, subscribe to our channel for more.